Before we get into our AFC North breakdown, Chris, what do you have for us?
Uh-oh, here we go.
On a 4th and goal.
4th down and 20.
4th and 21, not the way you want to try to extend it.
What do you got for us today?
All right, I've got some good stuff for you this week. Let's talk about something we haven't talked about in a little bit.
Caitlin Clark.
So last week, no Caitlin Clark. Superman came out last week, and as you guys know, we were there opening night.
Spoiler free, hopefully.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about Superman? How do you feel about DCU? Are we punting? Are we going for it?
I thought it was good. I thought it wasn't, James Gunn helped a lot. It was definitely a typical James Gunn movie. Mm-hmm. I thought Superman, I saw some people talking about this, and then as I remembered, I was like, yeah, it was kind of like Superman got the shit beat out of him the whole movie.
There was a reason for that. It's spoiler free. There was a reason.
There was,
we found
but
out
it's
near the end.
like you're like Superman. You're supposed to beat it, and it just felt like he was getting the shit beat out of him the whole movie until kind of the last little bit. So that was my one, I'd say maybe little negative. Yeah. I also thought it was not choppy. I think it was just the way the movie was made to be, to where it was like really fast on. Like it cut from this scene to this scene to this scene to this scene. And throughout the movie, I was like, okay, that has to be the theme they were going for. It wasn't just like, this one looked like that.
It's like a comic book. It's like flipping pages from like the next one plot point to the next instantly.
So I thought for me, it checked all the boxes of a cool superhero trying to restart, James Gunn taking over all this. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it.
They did a good job with all of the other characters as well, like keeping them important but not stealing the limelight. And I thought Mr. Terrific, probably my favorite character in the whole movie, dude. His actor's incredible, but the whole character.
And I wasn't expecting to like him as much as I did,
awesome.
Or even be in the movie. To be quite frank with you, and he ended up being a really cool character for.
What's it called? Guy Gardner too. Green Lantern, great. I loved it.
Yeah, the haircut was, and people made fun of the haircut, but that's like the haircut he had in all the comics.
Yeah.
Like he had some stupid bowl cut type-ish hair. So that was pretty cool. But no, I think as a whole, it was great. I don't know if you've
seen it. I was going to say, I wish I could comment, but
I
haven't seen it yet. So
you should.
I definitely recommend it.
It's a DCU. He doesn't go to DC movies.
No, I've heard good things. I do prefer Marvel, but I've heard good things about it. I'll check it out.
Well, I mean, to be fair, DC hasn't given us much to worry about, really. I mean, the whole Snyder cut and all that was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
It was good. I really liked it.
I enjoyed it. And with movies nowadays, go into it with your own opinion. Don't listen to everyone else or what they're saying. I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was a fun.
It's really hard to find a good movie these days in theaters. I feel like I'm disappointed most of the time.
It is.
So
unfortunately. I mean, it's true.
And
next week, we'll have one more episode before, but next week, Fantastic Four does come out. So we will be
Adam
going
Sandler
into that.
comes out another week, too.
The Happy Gilmore 2 comes out the same day, I believe, too.
That was good planning.
So, yeah, great planning.
All right, here we go. Okay, next question here. Teddy Bridgewater in the news. You know that he won the state championship in high school. He has been suspended because it was found out that he was paying for physical therapy for some of his players that couldn't afford it. He was buying the team meals before games.
Uber rides,
and he was doing some Uber rides to make sure kids made it to practice. What the heck?
They're suspending him for seemingly being the reason you win a state championship.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You win a state championship.
Thanks, Teddy. You're suspended.
This is a bunch of, I don't know why. I haven't read too much into it. I know what you're talking about. But it is pretty unfortunate that you have a guy using all the money that he accumulated in the NFL to inspire the next generation of football players, NFL players, to buying Uber rides to get to practice, to get to school, feeding them before game. What are you doing wrong?
I don't know. What do you think, dude? You saw all this, right?
Yeah, I did see it. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I think you're helping out kids. Like you said, getting to practice. Not everyone has the means that everyone else does. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. It's not like he was buying them steroids.
Yeah.
I mean,
literally just like the bare minimum to make sure you have a functioning football team.
I mean, was it a bad area with kids that really didn't have that much?
I think it is. I think it's an area where some of these kids needed it. They don't have the means.
Yeah. Hey,
Dawson, when you were played football, remember, I mean, I don't know about college, but in high school, we literally had to, like, all the parents had to pay for all those meals.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the difference?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Just because your head coach is doing it when he was an NFL player,
There's some jealousy. I think there's some jealousy
So
going on.
did it come out why it was such a problem? Like, did the school make an issue out of it, or was it the high school, schools surrounding them?
The school got fined $30,000.
So it was the organization, like wherever that school was, it was the community that got pissed off.
The
other high schools
were jealous that someone
they
gave
had
them an edge, I guess, and that was the whole
I think
reason.
that's exactly what happened. Okay.
That's so stupid.
Definitely what happened.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Okay, here we go. So we just mentioned Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out. So they came out with an actual
week?
hockey stick putter. A
Yeah.
44-inch hockey stick putter. Odyssey's made it. It's about $500 or so.
It's got the hockey sock on it
Yeah.
too.
So are we? So I want to know: are you guys going to buy one of those sticks? Are we? Are we punting? Or are we going for it?
I'll find it at a Goodwill in like 6 years.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I found my iron set.
Split
or
it.
Dawson found my iron set.
I think it's cool. I think it's way overpriced.
It's really cool.
I think it's a great concept though, great marketing. I thought the golf balls were really cool too. On the thing on it says like just tap it in, like when he's so I thought that was pretty the golf balls. I don't have a problem with it for people who like collecting, for people who spend their money on, I mean, I think we can go around the room and make fun of all of us for what we spend our extra money
that
on.
we've made
Oh,
for
yeah.
Whether that's why we like to collect or something
Right,
where it's just
absolutely.
like, I would never spend money on that. But someone would say that about the stuff you spend your money on.
I have like 7 jerseys of players that don't
Yeah,
play
so
for the Steelers anymore.
like to
George Pickens.
so to me, I look at it and go, if that's how you choose to spend your money, because you're a huge golf fan and you love Happy Gilmore,
Yeah.
by all means, do you.
Legos.
Yeah, well,
Legos.
Hey, brother.
Legos, yeah.
I had a bad year. I have a Mika, Najee, and a Pickens jersey, and I have a Watt jersey, and who knows what's going to happen
okay.
with that.
I wouldn't buy
I've got
another jersey
Justin-
for a hot second.
I've got Justin Fields and Khalil Mack sitting in my closet that never get any use.
See, I haven't bought a Patriots jersey in probably
A long time.
I think since
Smart.
Brady left.
Incoming Drake.
Actually,
Majors.
take that back. Vanny knows this story. Remember the year we made it to the playoffs and we played Buffalo?
He has a Mac Jones jersey.
We both when Brady or not when Mac Jones and they played Buffalo in the snow in the playoffs that year. Me and Vanny were still in college, sitting in our college apartment, and we both ordered Mac Jones jerseys to watch that game.
You did not.
It's not.
I swear we
It's
did.
not as
It's
bad as-
actually sitting over there in the drawer.
Didn't Chris once say Tua would be better than Dan Marino?
Oh man,
I have no idea.
I
Did I
believe it.
actually say that?
I have no
I think I
idea.
saw that somewhere.
I
no
believe
clue.
it. I would not put it past.
But to wrap up that, I think if that's cool to you and you enjoy golf and you view it as like a collector's item,
Yeah.
there are other putters that cost $500, so I
Yeah.
can't say it's
True.
out of the realm of like that technology.
but a putter that you're like really gonna use or just like have to collect.
Yeah,
I guess
I-
that's the argument.
if I found it at a Goodwill and it was like
Hell
$30,
yeah.
I'm using it.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm buying it like
Hell yeah.
immediately.
yeah.
Buying
Okay, I
it.
got one more for you. So a lot going on in Atlanta this week, obviously. So SEC week is here as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know if you heard the
Was-
SEC
yeah.
football commissioner came out, had a little talk, and he basically said, I will take any schedule outside of the SEC. I don't care. Nobody compares to what we do.
true.
8 games, 9 games. We all beat the crap out of each other. I don't care. We're better than everyone else. And a lot of people were like, wow, okay, throwing it down. So I'd like to know, do you guys want to punt that or you want to go for it? Is the SEC
All I'm
that
saying
dominant now
is-
after they haven't won in a while?
I was gonna say all I'm saying is like Big Ten teams have won the Natty for like the last 2 years now. So
That I agree with you.
Big Ten's the only one that can hold a candle to them,
I
but
don't-
they're not alone.
I don't think you can argue though that from top to bottom, the SEC is a million times better from top to bottom from the Big Ten or any other Power
Yeah.
5 conference.
I agree with that.
Any other one, but Big Ten, you've got teams, but
Yes.
not.
You have a few great teams, but it's like Dawson just said, if you look down the whole 10 or whatever, it's really not that close if you look at all the teams.
And I'm not saying the top of the Big Ten can compete with any
Yeah,
of
for
the
sure.
of the
For
SEC.
sure.
1,000%. We've seen that. the top to bottom of the SEC and the schedule of them all having to play each other compared to
it's true.
Ohio State gets to go play, Northwestern.
Right.
Like,
yeah, because you've got Northwestern, Nebraska's not great, Purdue's not great, Rutgers.
There's just a lot of very, very mediocre teams.
Yeah, it's true.
But don't mishear me. The top of the Big Ten, we've seen it. They've won the Natty the past couple years. They can play with any of those.
There's
guys.
a bigger drop off in the Big Ten between talented teams than there is in the SEC.
So, Dawson, I just have to say, though, so remember when you were in college, you played in the toughest conference, right? You guys had more teams than any conference that would go to national championships every year. Mm-hmm. And you guys all had to play each other and beat the crap out of each other during the season. And then these other teams would come in. They wouldn't play your conference because even the worst in your conference could beat them.
Yeah, like the 4th seed in our conference would beat the other 3 conference champions.
Yes.
It's just crazy. We had all the best teams and only one could be the champion.
It was like the SEC.
It was. I mean, I wouldn't compare it to the SEC. Anymore, I would just say that I think it happens all the time. And for anyone who's played at the lower levels of college, D2, D3, whatever it is, you're always going to have those couple teams where it's like, God, if only we were in that conference, we would have won by 10 goals. But we've got to play these 2 teams who. So
well, how do you think the NFC North feels in football, or the AFC?
Yeah,
you could.
I was just going to compare it to NFL.
Yeah, dude, it's a great
same
comparison.
with the NFC South. One of them literally gets a free ticket to the playoffs, and it's the Bucks or the Falcons.
Someone's got to win the division,
and the Bucks just don't choke like the Falcons do every year in some aspect.
Exactly.
No, that's another great comparison to where it feels.
And even like the Chiefs in the AFC West, in the last couple of years. They really haven't had a challenge in winning that division. The Chiefs have been absolutely dominant with all other teams. So I don't know if that's a great argument.
How about the Patriots though? All those years, the
Patriots
AFC.
Oh yeah, it was
everybody
a free
sucked.
ticket, and now it's the Bills.
Yeah,
the Bills will win the division for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's better when all 4 teams.
We've had this conversation though. I don't think it's ever going to change.
It won't.
But it is unfortunate when you have teams, or even like last year, what we saw with the Vikings and the Lions.
Yeah,
both having 14 wins. One of them is what, the 6th seed? They're the highest seed, and it was either 1 seed or the 5 seed. Yeah. So
how about last year when the Ravens, Bengals, and the Steelers all got a playoff spot?
Or 2 years ago,
and then
2 years ago, right?
Yeah. So and you're going to see that, I think the divisions, because I know we're going through them.
Yeah.
But your division 100% could be like that, especially if the Bengals don't kind of throw away their season at the beginning of the year like they did last year.
And then,
you've got. I mean, the Rams division could end up being like that with the 49ers, with the Rams.
They're a lot.
Even the Broncos should be pretty good this year.
Oh my God, yeah. The Chargers.
I don't think the Raiders will be good, but they'll be better. They'll definitely be much better
at least.
And I think Herbert. I'm a big Herbert. I think he's a top 10 quarterback for sure. I mean, I think they'll.
My issue with the Chargers, though, is their defense. But I know we talked about that with the AFC West.
Which is crazy because their defense started on fire last year.
Anyway,
they were the best defense in football.
Good, Chris.
Yeah, good 4th and long.
All right.
Always creates some good.
And thank you for Flynn,
conversation.
stepping in and chiming in.